Grief. What can I say? It's one of the most complex human emotions known to man. No two people will ever grieve the same. Some things that may seem trivial to others, to another person, it may be murder. For me, here are a couple of the things that were murder to me that most people will consider trivial, stupid. I mean, I can't even explain it myself. Sorry. Just getting over COVID for the second time. I guess one of the harder things were on Mother's Day of this year. I got her a new tablet because her other one had become antiquated, and it was almost to the point of being useless. She loved playing the little games on her tablet, whatnot. So I got her one. And boy, after I got it, did she tear it up playing the games. Whenever she woke me up on July 30th, 2023, remember plain as day, I was asleep. She said, Wesley, I need you. That was my code word for her to say if something went wrong to wake me up. That I had programmed in my mind those words to wake me up. It woke me up. She said, I think my oxygen levels are low. So I checked it. Sure enough, yes, they were. And she had just been on her tablet, and she had it sitting right there on the table beside her over there, and she didn't even close it because I got one of those closing cases for her. She didn't even close it. She just set it down like she would whenever she'd be talking to me, then pick it back up. Well, after everything was said and done, I came back home for the first time after she passed away. Because when she was sick, after I called 911, like I said before, there won't no way in God's green earth you could have got me away from her. I mean, even in Columbus Regional, even though I went through hell there in that waiting room alone, for her sitting in ICU on life support, I still refused to come home. I wanted to be there close as I could. And when they airlifted her, I did only leave her side to stay at the family house, or formerly known as Hospitality House in Wilmington, North Carolina. And let me say, that is an amazing outfit. I mean, if you're out of town, you got somebody there in a hospital, it's amazing. But anyhow, I stayed there just long enough to rest my eyes, and boom, I was right back there to the ICU, sitting by her side. Most of the times I sat there 2, 3 o'clock in the morning by her side. Then I take an Uber to the family house, sleep a couple hours, go back and do it all again. Wilmington's visiting hours for ICU were like heaven compared to here back home. But anyhow, I'm getting off track. After I got home, after she passed away, I looked over here where she sit, which is right here beside me, and she still had her tablet sitting there, like she always does when she sit here be talking to me. You know, it was just, I opened it up. Oh man. The game she was playing was still open in the background. All the apps she was using was still sitting there running in the background. I know all that sounds so trivial to other people, but to me it was murder. Because that's some of the last things she did here on this earth while she was here. And then having to go here, move all her stuff, put it up, move it from where she physically put it herself. I can't tell you how rough that was on me. And then there was a second wave I was dreading. I was cleaning the refrigerator. And again, it's another trivial thing that most people will say, what the heck are you thinking? It's stupid. But to me it isn't. In my stage of grief, it's not stupid. I can't explain it. But there in the refrigerator with the last meal I cooked her, she couldn't eat it all. She said, Wesley, wrap it in aluminum foil for me so I can have it tomorrow or tonight so it won't dry out, so cover it with aluminum foil. And I did. And while I was looking on the plate was the last thing she ate. I grilled us up some hamburgers and hot dogs that day. Then there was other little things like she got on a chocolate milk binge. There was a chocolate milk she was enjoying so much. Had to toss it away. There was the ham, sandwich ham she wanted. It had gone out of date. And there's something I still got on top of the pantry. And that's the cereal she loved. And that night, before we went to bed, she says, Wesley, I'm hungry. Can you fix me something? Let's have a bowl of cereal. I said, okay, alright. So I went and got her one of those little individual size cereals, filled it up for her. Of course, her one problem, she couldn't drink all the milk because it's cold. Boy, she'd tear that cereal up. Since then, I've been having a rough time. Because like I said, all my life, she's been there by my side. As I explained in my last video, the way things played out, it was just me and her. And this is the first time in my life really being alone. Some days are better than others. Some moments are better than others. grief sometimes will hit you in waves out of nowhere. You just be sitting there, you know, in a pretty decent mood, and boom, just like that, the wave of grief hits you right in the face. And all you can do is just sit there, fight the tears, and sometimes you can't find them, they just come pouring out. The littlest things can be a trigger for the grief. And I think with everything that went on, it did give me a little bit of PTSD, because at night all I can do is the visions, the slideshows keep coming back at me every night. When I try to go to sleep, the events that followed up to it, following the ambulance, going to the emergency room, being there in the ICU, being in the waiting room, going to Wilmington, seeing her in the ICU after she passed away. It all just flows back over again, non-stop. I can't shut my freaking brain down. And then when I finally get to sleep, it's that all over again. In my dreams, it's all over again. All the events that played out, whenever that happened, it just comes all right back again. It ends up waking me up and makes for a horrible day. Then I have moments in my dreams where I dream that she pulled through it. It'll be vivid. I'll be so tickled. I'll be telling her how much I love her and how worried I was, you know, how close I came to losing her. And then all of a sudden, my subconscious, I realize in my brain, am I dreaming? And right then I wake up. I wake up to the hellish reality. She is gone. She's no longer here with me. Don't even seem possible. If you're going through grief, just know you're not alone. Grief comes in many forms, in many ways. You know, you could be grieving a parent, a child, a sibling, a spouse, a partner, a friend, a pet. You know, grief is grief. I'd rather go through the worst physical pain possible. I'd rather be burned alive than go through this. Burning alive would not hurt near as bad as the pain I have in my heart right now. My brain would be so fried that even trying to get through town, place I've lived my whole life for 30 years, going on 31 years, I have to use GPS. What? And since all that, my appetite has completely went away. I have lost 30 pounds since she's passed away. I can't eat. I look at food. If I do get an appetite and I get hungry, I start thinking about food. I look at it, I get physically sick. I want to throw up. Then immediately I'm put off. I eat just enough to survive. If I try to force it down, I just end up throwing it right back up for my nerves. I can't do it. No, sick, twisted thing about it is, before she passed away, I went on a diet. I was going to start a diet and try to lose weight for my health. Then all this played down. And that's the sick and twisted thing about this. Imagine that. But today, I'm going to, I guess it's what they call a grief counseling thing there where my doctor's office is at, and they're going to talk with me and see what we can go on further in the future to do to help me, because right now I'm not doing. I ain't handling this good at all. Alright, I love y'all. Please keep me in your prayers. And just know, if you're going through grief right now, you're not alone. Love y'all. See y'all later. Goodbye.